Ladies and gentlemen, a huge hello to another episode of Jana Talk podcast. Welcome. I have today a huge pleasure to introduce you someone truly unique, a special guest, a world-class pastry chef who creates some of the most exquisite desserts you have ever seen, Mehdi Bouabid. Hello, Mehdi,
Hi, Jana. So
and
good to see you.
welcome. Yes, yes,
Thank you, thank you.
I'm so happy to see you too. How are you today in this hot weather? Because you are from France, so I can imagine that
Yes,
you have really a huge, a hot temperature today.
it's quite hot today, yes, as well as in Czech Republic, I think, like in all Europe, but we have to enjoy it. Like super great to have sun and hot weather to enjoy it. So everything is
Yeah,
okay.
I'm very happy that you joined my podcast. I'm really truly honored because I don't know, ladies and gentlemen, if you know, but Mehdi is really known in the world of patisserie, really under his brand, the French Patissier, and he has truly amazing desserts. He has also created ebooks, which you can also download and try to do the amazing desserts according to his recipes. And also, Mehdi has worked with the top Michelin-starred chefs in the past. So truly, your work is art. I would say art, art for eating. How did you become a chef? How did you become a chef?
Well, first of all, thank you for all these compliments. I will try to deal with it. Thank you so much, and thank you for inviting me on your podcast. It's really an honor for me. In France, most of people become pastry cooks and then pastry chef in their early life, like maybe around 15, 16 years old. For me, it was really not the case. I had kind of normal studies, like university studies. And then at the age of 30 years old, I was quite bored in my daily life, and I was making pastries for some years now, just enjoying making cakes. And with the help of my wife, that who kicked a little bit my ass, I moved to become a pastry chef. And in France, you have to pass a degree to become a pastry chef. You cannot sell pastries without any degree. So I went back to school at 31.
But this is amazing because I would say that this is really your like life life like life purpose maybe because some of the pastries chefs who start at the age of 15, as you have mentioned, they can get bored because of this profession or tired. But as I see your path or feel, I have a feeling that it's really some of your passion, and that's why I see it as a huge purpose.
Yes, it is. It is. It was really my. Well, we'll talk about it later, but it was the first step of my new life, like becoming a pastry chef. I had my whole life as a science student, and then working in university, and then working as a kind of an analyst in bank, and that was the life that was how to say it, the life that was quite easy to follow, like you are quite good at school, then you make studies and blah blah blah, and then you have quite a nice job with a nice salary, and then you don't ask anything about it and just go it through it because it's quite easy. And then when I decided to change it, that was really the first step of my new life. And without this decision, I would not be the man I am today.
How come that you have decided to do in your life such a huge change? Because as you have mentioned, you worked as an analyst in a bank. That's totally different profession and also like a
Yes.
background. How did it happen, this huge change in your life?
It was like, first of all, I had a PhD degree in astrophysics, so I was really I loved learning about the universe when I was a child. So I decided first I wanted to be an astronaut, but I was not able to to go to space. So I decided to learn about space on the ground. So I went through it. Then after that, I was quite curious to see what was the life in big companies. So that's how I became an analyst. And the thing is, it was easy, but I was bored, and really, it was daily boring things to do, daily boring meetings, a lot of political decisions, etc. And I was really not happy. And I was around 30, and I was like, okay, if I continue like that, I have more than 30 years to do in this area with this kind of job. And just in front of me, there was a guy around 55, I think, and he was like in a golden closet. Is it like that? It's like, you have a good salary, but nothing really interesting to do, because we cannot fire you because it's too expensive. So we put you somewhere and you just have your money every month, and that's all. And I was like, his name was Pierre-Yves. I really remember him, and I was like, Pierre-Yves, how can you come back every day just doing nothing and waiting for the end of the day or the end of the week? And he was saying to me, well, my life started when I go back to my house, or when I'm in during the weekends and the holidays. So when I'm here, I'm not living, I'm just waiting, and then my life starts after. And I was like, oh my God, I don't want to become this guy in 25 years, so I have to move now. So that was my how I made my decision. And that's, well, thanks to him and thanks to this experience.
Yeah, I have a feeling that it's quite a huge amount. Well, or many people have the same, that they might do jobs which they actually don't love, but they do it because of the money. And would you have any advice for them, for whoever is solving some similar case, that they are going to work but they are actually not happy and they are not following their heart?
Well, yes. The first thing is being conscious that you spend at least 8 hours a day, so 1/3 of your day doing something you don't like, then 8 hours a day doing just sleeping, and during the last 8 hours a day you have to take care of your children if you have few, or I don't know, going to buy some stuff and blah blah blah. So at the end you have something like 4 hours a day just to enjoy life. That's not a lot.
No, no.
That's not a lot. So if you can add 8 more hours just enjoying your job, that's a big shift. And sure, money can buy some stuff, but it cannot buy happiness. It can help us to buy happiness, because with a lot of money we can buy freedom. But when you are a job you don't like, then you are not free at all. So just work. My advice is just find a way to own money, or to own experience, or to live your life to get freedom, because not everyone knows it, but for everybody, happiness equals freedoms. That's all. Whatever you put behind this word. It could be more time with your children. It could be traveling the world. It could be read as many books as you want in a day. I don't know. It depends on you, on them. But work for it, and not for a company that just shut down your freedom.
Yeah, very nicely said, and very deep. And before we jump into our topic, the power of commitment, because you have decided for a few weeks ago, I was there in Spain when it happened, but you decided as a pastry chef to don't eat, well, stop eating sugar, which is really a huge contrast, but still amazing for your life. So we will definitely get deeper into this topic. But before we go to this topic deeper, what does happiness mean for you actually when we are in this topic?
As a pastry chef,
Or
well,
as Mehdi. Mehdi.
as Mehdi, for me, happiness is freedom. Really, it's like I I have my own company right now, for a bit more than 5 years, and I built it as I am. So it's an online company. Then I can work from everywhere. Here I'm at home. It's Sunday and I'm working because I want to, but I can also decide to not do anything on Monday morning. So it's really about space and time freedom for me. Just enjoying moments with friends and family, traveling the world. I'm able to work here, but I can also go. I don't know. I would love to go to Jordan or to Mongolia or to Philippines, and I know that I can just bring my laptop and go there now because my company is strong enough to work without me making cakes every day. We'll talk about it later. So yeah, it's really about this feeling of being free and being able to do almost whatever I want. Well, I'm still not doing whatever I want right now, but that's my goal, and I know that every day and every week I'm reaching a bit. I'm doing more steps to reach this goal.
Yes, every step counts, absolutely. And every
Yes,
step is
yes.
important. And it's a journey of growing. It's really nicely how you said what means for you happiness, about that it's about freedom. Um, it's really nicely said, because I believe that also it's about freedom, also that you can spend your time with your family and also free. Yeah, that's really great. Not to sit
Yeah,
8 hours.
freedom is not about doing amazing things all around the world with a lot of money. Freedom is just doing whatever you want whenever you want.
Mhm.
I love to read books and I love to make Lego as well. So for me,
Uh-huh.
freedom it could be to enjoy one really good set of Lego and to say, okay, for the next 3 days I won't work because I want to do that.
Yeah, love it, love it.
It could be really simple things, but
Yeah.
freedom is important.
You have mentioned also your wife, that she helped to kick, I must say it, like kick your ass to do something
Yes.
with the business. She's really great. So when you decided to change it to pastry, how was going this change, well, through your life? How was it, this change? How did you manage it?
Oh, first of all, I was scared, and that's normal for everybody. Like being scared is normal, and it's not about starting when you're not scared anymore. It's just starting with it, with your fear, and you are. I'm not fearless. I have a lot of fears, but I decided to start anyway because I know that was right for me at this moment. And it's not like I started and then fears disappear for my life. It's just when I decided to start, uh, I avoid this fear of starting, and then some other one came. But what I decided to do at this moment, it was to embrace it, to embrace the fears, and to go through it, even if I didn't have all the answers to all my questions. And well, the first point was to accept this decision for me. The second point was to explain this decision to my family, and I really remember. Yes, I remember the day I talked to my parents, and my parents, they are teachers. They never worked for a company. Like teaching in France, it's like a state. You're employee from the state, and you have like your revenues for your life, and you don't ask anything about yourself, and it's very smooth and easy. And so when I said, okay, Dad, Mom, I gonna become a pastry chef, I go back to school, and then after that I will work. I don't know where, I will see, and then after that I want to start my own company, and that was a a big discussion. And I remember it was in June, like yeah, it was in June. June. It was 11 years ago.
Mhm.
Uh, and we started around 6 p.m. And in June, days are very long, like the sun goes down very late. And I remember that when we finished the discussion, it was the sun went down and it was really night, so it was maybe 11:30 p.m. So from 6 p.m. to 11:30 p.m. we had this huge discussion to explain them. And if you if you decide to move from your position right now to a new one, then you will explain it to your family or friends. Most of them will try to avoid you to go there. Not because they don't like you, not because they don't believe in you, but because they love you. And as they love you, they want to keep you in a safe place. And going somewhere else, it's not safe. But it's not about being in the comfort zone or in the safe zone. It's about being in the happy zone, you know. And you can be very comfortable in a zone that don't give you happiness, and it's still the same thing. Just I was just chasing happiness at this moment. So if you talk, my advice would be, if you talk to people who love you, you can tell them what you decided to do, but don't ask them what they think about it.
Yeah.
Because most of them will say, not good. But at the end, that was one of my best decisions in my life.
And it's absolutely stunning when I'm looking at your Instagram profile, what you create, the desserts. I love, I just love it. I also committed to quit eating sugar and chocolate. But when I was going through your Instagram and the pictures, I was like, oh my God. I think I saw it like 20 times at least or something like this because it looks so delicious. But my new commitment is hard. But before we skip there, I don't want to skip the topics, but definitely there will be. When you were mentioning about your friends and family, that don't ask them, just tell them. This is a great advice, I think, for anybody who is watching this episode. And also, what came up to my mind is that. Maybe they are not only afraid, well they can project their own fears, and that's also why they are so protective, because they would be by
Yes,
themselves afraid of the changing.
that's right. 100%. I agree 100% with you. It's really about everybody has his own way to see life with his habits and his fears, etc. And they project for sure their fears, and we project our fears to other people as well. Everybody does it. So it's really about saying, okay, like, thank you for sharing.
Oh
You know
yeah.
it as well. Thank you for sharing. I hear you, I understand you, but it's about you and it's not about me, and that's all. And one of the one of the men and women I admire the most is Mike Horn. Mike Horn is a great adventurer. He made amazing things, like crossing to South Pole, through Antarctica and South Pole alone, with just nothing for a month. And what he said in one of his book is, he said that when he decides to do some amazing adventure, he starts when he has something like 10% of the answers to his questions. No more, because if he waits to get, I don't know, 30 or 40% of answers to his questions about this adventure, he would never start. So he decided, once the main questions are resolved, like about how I do if this and this happens, because that's the most how to say it, that's the most important things, then I go through, and the rest of the answers will come through the way.
That's really good.
And that's really important. That I didn't get it when I decided to become a pastry chef, but I understood that what I did unconsciously, it's really okay if it's the good thing for me now, right now, maybe not in 10 years, but now it's important for me to do that. Then I know how to quit my job. I know how to keep some revenues for 1 year or for 6 months. And I know where I will get my degree in which in which school. Then okay, the rest will follow through the way. And yeah, that's it. Just go through and you will find the other answers after.
Love it. And also, it reminds me Spain, ready, fire, aim. That's
Ready, ready, fire, aim. And it's more like ready, ready, fire, aim, and then aim, and then fire, and then aim, and you will see.
yes, yes. It's exactly it. Because I believe that very often we are ready, we are in this ready position, and we try to measure it from all sides to make it the best. But the time
Yes,
passes by, and we never. Well, I won't say we never, but very often we don't fire because we are afraid, or we are perfectionists because we want to have it perfect as possible, as much as
yes.
possible. So
Perfectionist is not a good thing. It's not a quality. Like I am one. I know
me
it.
too, me too.
I work on it, but it's not. Well, when I was younger, I was like, yeah, I'm a perfectionist. La la la. It's not good at all. Stop it.
Yeah,
Go through. At the end, you can try to reach perfection, but you have to start imperfectly to reach perfection. If you wait to be perfect to start, you will never start.
yeah. I learned not to be perfectionist this year, definitely, and it's
Good.
sometimes it's harder, sometimes it's easier, but I'm working on it. But when you are say when we are speaking about perfectionism, as a pastry chef, there needs to be, I guess, a little bit, or to be like, to make it perfect because of the texture, of the colors, of the shape.
Mm. It's more about being an artist
Hmm.
than a perfectionist. It's really like enjoying what we do, and to celebrate it, to share it with other people. And if you are an artist, then you can become a perfectionist. But at the end, I'm still not. My pastries are still not perfect. They could seem perfect for someone that never made pastry, but for a chef that is much better than me, and many of them are much better than me, they could spot some things. So perfection is only something very subjective. It's like what you do today could be really not perfect to you, but very perfect to someone else. So it's just about being yourself, showing what you do. If you go through my Instagram and you see my very first pictures, they are not perfect at all, um, because I was not very good at taking pictures. I was quite a good pastry chef, but not an excellent one, and I was still learning. But I keep them in my Instagram just to remind me the way and the path I went through, and maybe the next thing that I will do will be much better than the last one. Maybe not. I don't know. But it's really about just going through it and learning from others, and that's all. Just make the first steps, and the perfection will come because you are going through and you are learning. It's just like a baby. Like a baby doesn't wait to make perfect moves to start to walk. The first the first days or the first weeks are catastrophic, but he has to go through it to learn it. And you have no one like our age still working with like still walking like a baby and saying, okay, I'm still not ready. Oh, I know I'm 35 or I'm 40, but I'm still not ready, so I won't walk at all because I'm not ready. I didn't get that. No, you have to go through, and then you will walk as an adult. But if you don't go through, you will never do that. And it was very easy for us when we were children or babies, and right now because we are grown, it's like no, it has to be perfect.
Oh
So
yeah.
we don't move anymore.
I love the example with kids, how they learned, or how we learned as children, how we learned walking. That if we never stood up, we would never be walking. And that's the same that by learning or growing, learning, we do mistakes, and it's a natural thing. But with the learning mistakes, we are growing and we are becoming better and better, or getting
Yes.
better and better. It's a very nice example. And what about your wife? How does she like that you are a world-class pastry chef?
I'm not world class. I'm French class, maybe pastry chef. But well, she prefer plates than desserts. So for her, it's quite easy to say no. Well, no, it's a teamwork from the beginning. It's a teamwork for us. She kicked my ass when I decided to get the degree. She accepted me to work in Paris when she was living in Lyon, so it's 2 hours by fast train or 5 hours by car. So we were just meeting during the weekends. She accepted to, well, she launched her own company first, and then she agreed me to launch mine. And right now she is my COO, part-time COO in my company. So she's still with me, and it's not about being the wife of a pastry chef. It's about being a team, and I support her and she supports me, and that's all.
How big is your team when we speak about team?
Right now, we are around 15 people, but
Hmm.
it's part-time freelance people.
Oh,
Yeah.
15 is a lot. Are there
Yes.
any difficulties when you are preparing pastry and some delicious desserts? Is there any difficulty you were facing in the past with the team?
Not about making pastries, because right now we are a online school, so
Hmm.
we are not making pastries every day.
Hmm.
But it's more about working with people that are not in the same place. I work with people from all around the country and even all around the world. My copywriter is in Vietnam. He's French, but he
Oh,
lives in Vietnam. And I have some people from the north of France, south of France, quite close to me. And the hardest thing is about working with people that we don't see every day, and
yeah.
working with people that have other customers. That I'm one of their client, but there are other ones as well. So that's why they are part time. And sometimes, as I'm working on my company every day, every night, every weekend, like there is always my company in my head. Sometimes I really want to move fast because I have new ideas and blah blah, and then it's not going as fast because I have this team. But at the same time, without this team, I could maybe move faster, but I would not able to. I won't be able to move that far
Hmm.
from the beginning, because they are all experts in their own business, like marketing or pastry or customer care or finance. And I did all these jobs before hiring them, but I was just exploring things and making things as a beginner. So at the end, if you want your company to grow, then you have to hire people that are better than you
Hmm.
in their own field. So that's the point right now.
Absolutely. Is there what's your most delicious dessert you have ever?
Mine,
Uh-huh.
mine, or the one I tried somewhere.
Yours, but also, well, both. That sounds good.
Both. Well, mine, it's quite hard to judge our own pastries, but I would say, huh. Uh, well, one of my favorite is it's quite an easy one. It's a strawberry pie.
Mm-hmm.
like strawberry pie, and if you want to twist a little bit your strawberry pie, you can add basil, and as well as how to say it. Well, I don't get the name in English, but I will search on Google Translate. Quite,
Uh-huh.
it's well, it's like a pepper, but it's not pepper. It's, let me check.
Uh-huh. I wonder the name.
Yes, clove.
Clove. Okay.
Cloves, yes, cloves. You can just add a little bit of cloves on your strawberries, and it will pop it.
Wow. This is a very.
So that's my favorite.
Uh-huh. And what about your favorite? You ate somewhere else, like at some special restaurant or?
Well, one of my favorite pastry chef is Maxime Frédéric. He works right now for, he is the head of all the pastries of Louis Vuitton right now. And I was working with him in a other five-star hotel in Paris few years ago. And one day he asked us to try one of his plated desserts that was kiwi, matcha, and coriander.
Uh-huh.
That was amazing. Like, I don't know, it was so fresh, and that's really something I did not expect. Like when I go to restaurants, to fancy restaurants, I love to take the desserts I would not choose. Like if there is something, I don't know, like strawberry and vanilla, or chocolate and caramel, and there is something like tomato, carrots, and hot matcha sauce, I will took the last one just to discover new things. And you can do so many different things with desserts, like cooking tomatoes, cooking coriander, cooking what did I mushrooms as well, mushroom and chocolate. It's amazing together. So I love to discover it, but you have to go to quite fancy restaurants for that, because in the normal restaurants you will have just chocolate, vanilla, and strawberries
Yeah,
and
the
stuff like
basic.
that.
Uh-huh.
The basic good ones, but you will not explore new things.
Wow, but mushrooms connected well in connection with chocolate. I cannot imagine the flavor. It must be interesting.
Try it.
Yeah,
Just eat mushrooms and chocolate at the same
yeah,
time. Like being how to say, being creative is not about thinking about amazing desserts at one point. It's just trying new stuff. And when I want to try new flavor associations,
mhm,
I just put the things in my mouth, and that's all.
yeah.
I take one leaf of basil, one strawberry, and a few pepper. I don't know, like red pepper, and then I put it on a plate and I just eat it. And okay, that's, well, it's not equilibrate, but that's good. So I can work on it.
Uh-huh. I love it.
Just make a coffee and change your latte. You remove your cow milk and you put some coconut milk. Coffee and coconut, it's amazing together.
Yeah,
Okay, that's good. I can put some coconut milk in my coffee, and if I like it, I can make a dessert from it.
this is a
That
great
that uh,
example.
that the way that the way to become creative, and that's the same in kitchen. Just put things together in your mouth and notice if you like it or not.
Okay, this is a great example. I have actually not thought about it that, for example, with the coffee, that if I like coffee and coconut, then it would be great, great dessert actually.
It, it's it's about what we said just earlier. It's not about being perfect at the first time. You just start with something and then work on it to become more perfect. And the first thing is just put things in your mouth and just notice if you like it or not.
Where do you get inspiration?
Everywhere. Could be in a restaurant, could be something I see on Instagram, could be, I don't know, sometimes just, well, I want to try it. And sometimes it works and sometimes it's not working. But it would be very pretentious to say that I create new things. There is always inspiration from other, and I take a lot of inspiration from other chefs. I follow a lot of other chefs on Instagram, and I take a lot of ideas from them. And we are all working the same way. Some people are like, yeah, I created a new things and blah blah blah, and it's all about me. That's wrong. Like no one creates from nowhere.
Yeah. That's also what is said, that everything has already been said or done in the past. It's just upgraded.
Yes,
Also in movies, we can see that the story is upgraded with new elements, um,
yes,
to make it fresh and again, yeah, to like new products. Let's call it products. But so when you cooperate with your wife, that's also a really nice topic. Do you spend a lot of time together when you cooperate together? Because I can imagine as an artist, pastry chef, artist, you also need to have some space for yourself to just think about things and creative desserts and anything like ideas.
yeah. It really depends on the moment. Like right now, I'm not making pastries at all for a month because I'm somewhere else in my company, and I have to improve my company's uh, finance. I have to hire people. I have to work on automations. I have, well, many things. Well, I choose it. I choose to work on it. So at at this moment, I'm working quite close with my wife or my team because I'm really working on marketing and stuff like that. Um, but when I'm working on pastries, I like to be surrounded by other pastry cooks or pastry chefs. I really don't like to work alone. That's not my way to work. I hate that. You can put me somewhere and say, okay, you're gonna work on pastry for 1 week. I won't do it because I like to interact with people and try new stuff, etc. So that's really important for me to be surrounded by people that work on this, maybe not on the same thing exactly, but with the same energy. So when I'm in my creative mode, I like to be surrounded by pastry chef, and when I'm in my, how to say it, organized mode, because I'm working on the organization of my company, then I'm surrounded by people like my wife, etc.
Amazing. When you anyway, if you create the programs for your school, for your online school, or the desserts, you need to try the desserts by your own, I guess,
Yes.
and also your team members. How is it now? Because you have done a huge decision a few weeks ago that you will quit sugar. How do you do it now that you, as a pastry chef, you don't eat sugar?
Well, the first decision I made, it was to quit sugar for 30 days.
Okay, so it's better.
That was the first one, and I did it, and it was quite easy because right now I'm not in my creative mode. I was working on my company, so it was quite easy to not eat sugar. Um, and right now, from now, what I decided is not to eat sugar anytime because I was really sugar addict.
Hmm.
So it was like when I go to a bakery and I buy a sandwich, then I take a dessert. For me, it was like logical. Or I don't know, if I'm hungry at 5 p.m., then I eat some chocolate and stuff like that. From now on, it's more like I choose when I eat sugar and what kind of sugar I eat. If I go to a fancy restaurant with amazing desserts by an amazing chef, I won't say no, I don't take sugar.
Hmm.
Uh, when I'm working on some desserts and that's the moment I need to try it because it's quite the final uh, shape, then I will try a small piece of it
Hmm.
just to know if it's okay for me or not. But I won't take the whole piece,
Yeah.
and I won't take a dessert in every restaurant. Like to, I went through my commitments maybe one week or 1 week and a half from now. And 2 days ago, I was with friends in a restaurant, and they had amazing ice cream. I know. I know the company that make this ice cream. It's a local company, and I love them. And I was like, okay, I would love to get one ice cream, but is it really that important for me
Mm-hmm.
or not? Is it really that good that I really want one or not? And finally, I didn't get one.
Mm-hmm.
And it was quite a hard decision because my friends were enjoying their ice cream, and I was
Yeah.
like, okay, I'm just drinking my water. But at the same time, it was really important for me to notice that, okay, I would love I would like to get this ice cream, but it's not about enjoying something. Well, it's hard to explain, but it's about the fulfilling it will give to me. Just not about enjoying an ice cream, but will it fulfill me?
Yeah. I totally understand what you mean, and I think this is very strong what or deep what you have just mentioned, what you have just shared. Um, what do commitments actually mean for you when you are committed to anything, even sugar or chocolate? Any, it can be anything. Um, what does it mean? What does it mean for you when you do a commitment? How supports you this commitment? Like I mean, like you as a person when you fulfill it and when you don't break it.
That's a good question because I'm really not. It's really not easy for me to commit to something. Freedom is very important for me, and when I commit to something, well, what I thought before it was something like if I commit to someone or something, I'm less free to do whatever I want,
Hmm.
you know. So I don't know. Something changed for me in Spain, and because I knew that I was a sugar addict way before Spain, and I was like, okay, someday I should try to avoid sugar, but I'm not able to. And I don't know what happened at this moment, but when I decided it, I decided to avoid sugar, alcohol, and coffee at the same time.
Hmm.
And it became so easy and so smooth that I don't even really enjoyed the the 30th day when the commitment was over. I was not like, oh yeah, I did it, then let's go to sugar again. And it was like, okay, that was sometimes a bit hard, sometimes easy, most of the time easy, and I don't want to go back to my old life uh, anymore. It's really like, okay, I committed no sugar at all, and that was okay. But I don't want to go back to my full sugar daily life. Um, so I didn't feel a lot of joy or I don't know or proud or it was just like okay, I feel better like that, so keep going.
But maybe it's the way because I know this similar feeling too after after Spain. Before I try, I also like I love chocolate. I love chocolate, and
Everybody loves chocolate.
yeah, well, there are a few people who prefer some other, I don't know, meat or cheese.
I don't understand them.
Yeah, well, yeah, me too. But but it was also much simpler for me now since Spain because before I was doing it because I don't know I wanted to have slimmer thighs or legs, but now I did it not because of my legs or bum or whatever, but I did it because of me because I wanted to feel better, and it was
Good
I
point.
think this is it. If we do it just because it is said it should be like this, it's nicer, or I
Mm.
don't know, it's not because we want it, truly want it in like inner. So
Yeah, That's yeah, 100% agree. I didn't get it with those words, but yeah, that's it. You said it.
Thank you. Yeah, because for the first time, also I didn't quit like sugar completely. I when I'm in a restaurant, I like lemonade, so I have a lemonade, but I don't have the desserts. Only 70 and more percent chocolate I'm allowed. Well, I choose to eat. So and that's what you have mentioned. You have mentioned really great thing that you when you were in the restaurant that you asked questions if it is really that good and that important for me because you value yourself and your decision and also how you will feel not only during the eating of the dessert but also after it, how you will feel,
Mm.
if you will feel guilty or very well that you didn't eat it.
It's like when I will remember this moment eating this dessert, would it be like, oh, that was just a good ice cream,
Yeah,
or would it be like, oh, that was amazing, I will remember it for a month or for all my
yeah,
life. That's only about that. And it's not about the desserts. It could be like sharing an ice cream with my nieces and nephews, and that would be an amazing moment, and I would say yes to it, even if it's not a very good ice cream. But at this moment, it's important to share it with them. And yeah, it really depends of how would I remember it.
hmm,
Would it be very uh, a good memory for me, or just a memory?
hmm,
Well, if it's a good memory because I tried something new or I had an amazing moment with amazing people, then okay. But at this moment, sharing this meal with my friends, with or without ice cream, it was an amazing moment. So ice cream was not a trigger.
yeah. You mentioned really nice thing. It came up to my mind an idea that also it's about enjoying the moment, not having it just because I have it, but enjoying the moment. And also that's what you do. That you have, for example, only a bit of it, and you enjoy the full flavor, the smell, the taste, and you are fully present.
Yes, it's exactly the same with wine. I love wine,
Hmm.
and when I went to fancy restaurant, I was like, okay, I will take the the whole menu with wine tasting, and then they bring you one glass at every plate. You have a new glass of wine, and then you end it with 5 or 6 glasses of wine, and you don't even smell the sixth one because you are drunk, and at the same time you are in a fancy restaurant, so you should not be drunk because it's an amazing moment to live. And from now, I just take one glass or maybe two. If it's a very long with a lot of plates, but if it's starter, main dish, and dessert, it's one glass, and it's great because I can just enjoy it all the way long and not just drink it and finish it before the next one came. And it's just about uh, measuring things.
Hmm. Yeah, measuring is also a good example. When you, I have an idea because you have this school for pastry for like people or well, and maybe because you have a typical French pastries, right? Right, you focus on the really with your like with them also modern style and touch and with your ideas. I can imagine for the future also some of the courses to have the delicious pastries with a limited amount of sugar or something like this. Maybe.
With limited amount of sugar, that's already what I try to do. But what I have in my mind would be an amazing dessert with no added sugar at all.
Hmm. I
That's
know. Hmm.
quite hard because sugar is not only about the flavor; it's also about the chemistry. So if you remove some or all the sugar, then you change the chemistry of the cake or of whatever you do. So yeah, it would be could be a great challenge, but I would love to make an amazing dessert and not just. It's quite easy to make no added sugar cakes. Like you put cocoa powder, bananas, eggs, and flour, and then you have a cake. But like fancy desserts, it's quite harder. So yeah, someday I will work on it for sure.
I'm looking forward. I'm looking forward. I'm looking the course. Definitely, as it can
Great.
be. When you speak about again the mindset of the commitment and discipline, what do you think is the also hardest thing, or maybe what are the tips? Maybe not hardest thing, but what are the tips for you how to make the discipline or the new commitment to come into reality that it's a natural thing and not that a duty, that you don't think about it as a duty but something you want to do, you are willing to do.
Hmm. That's a good question. Let me think about it. I think it's only about why you do that. I First of all, my first decision was more like a game, like a challenge for me, because my way to do things is to challenge myself. I love it. I love to challenge myself. So I know that's uh, one of the way I can activate things for me. But it's only for me, so I don't know what is the thing for you or for the people that are watching us. But find what activates you. Could be could be achievement, could be challenge, could be game, could be sharing something with some other people that would be okay to do the same thing. Then, like you, I don't know, but find this, and once you find it, just do it. And for me, it was really like when we were in Spain, we had no tea, no
Oh
coffee
yeah, I
during
remember.
during
I
the four
remember.
during the 4 days during the
Ah,
4 days.
yes.
So no coffee, and no escape. We could not go to the village to buy some coffee.
I
So it was
tried
like
more
no coffee.
times. I tried more times to go upstairs. They didn't give us coffee.
No, so no coffee. But at the during the last morning, when everybody was going through their own cities, coffee was back in the breakfast. So I was like, I didn't get coffee for 4 days. I didn't get tired for 4 days, and it was from 6 a.m. to 1 a.m.
Oh yeah.
And I was like in an amazing energy. So, do I really want to get one now? Like, okay, I did my duty, so I need one coffee, or just should I just challenge me to say, okay, I can add coffee to my commitment to sugar, and I already did. I already did 4 days, so I have only 26 days to go. Why not? That was the way I did it. It was only about a game and a challenge. It was not like, oh, I didn't get it, I didn't did it, so I will do it, or I didn't feel um, coffee as a duty as well. And that was the thing before. Maybe when I was working, I was like, okay, I finish it and then I will take a coffee. Like it's a duty when I finish something hard of, or if I feel a bit, I don't know, like tired, or okay, my I'm tired, so my duty is to get a coffee. But it just to answer your question, it just switch it in your well, just it's just switch it in your brain. It's not that easy, but switch it in your brain, and it's not the duty. The duty could be something else, and
Yeah.
then my duty became the challenge to avoid coffee.
I didn't avoid the coffee. I was happy to have it the fifth day, but
Depends on people.
yeah, but I quit the desserts, and I chose to quit the desserts, but not the coffee. Coffee I enjoy, but you have mentioned a very good thing, which which made me also to think about it. How do I have it? You said that when we are or when you are tired, that you tend to have a coffee because it helps you to prevent, well, when you are tired, not to get tired. But
It's not it's even not physical. It's only in my mind because
yeah,
coffee just works like 5 hours after you take it. So
Exactly.
it's only psychological.
So, that's actually made like a habit, actually, that we drink it
Yes,
because of the habit.
yes. And I was drinking maybe 4, 5, or 6 coffees a day,
Hmm.
and that was my first drink in the morning. So I said to myself, okay, I will avoid it for 30 days.
Yeah.
It was not, well, one thing about commitment is also don't say I avoid it forever.
Hmm.
Just avoid it for an amount of time.
Yeah.
Quite quite ambitious, but quite short as well. Because if I if I said to myself I will never get any more coffee during my whole life, I would not go through it. And it was not okay. 1 month is quite challenging, but it's only 1 month.
Yeah.
So it was easy to me, and it let me some time to say, okay, what do I want to do next?
Hmm.
Do I want to get 1 month more, uh, or to go back to my daily routine that I had before, or what I really want to do? Because it was not a commitment for my life. It was just a challenge for 30 days. And what I decided to do with coffee is like, I don't want coffee to become an habit anymore,
Yeah.
but I don't want to avoid it because I like it. So it's like, if there is one moment I would really truly enjoy it, because I don't know, it's super sunny and there is a nice coffee shop with amazing homemade coffee, etc. I will get one,
Hmm.
but only one. So my new commitment is no more than one coffee a day. Should not be my first drink in the morning,
Hmm.
and it's one coffee, no a double espresso. It's one espresso, one shot of coffee, and only when I will really truly enjoy like for desserts, only when I will truly enjoy the moment, because there is something with it. I don't know. I'm by the sea and there is a lovely view and there's a nice coffee shop, and okay. Or I don't know, I'm at home and I'm reading a great book and it's 2 p.m. and I really like to have coffee. Okay, at this moment, why not? But not every day, not every time, not for everything. And yeah,
But enjoy it in the present moment
yes,
with the full flavor.
with some restrictions, because I know that if I don't put it, then I will go back to my habits. So the restrictions are quite important for me as well. It's not uh, hard, strong restrictions, but one a day and one shot, and not the first in the morning. That's all.
Hmm. Uh, when you were speaking about the commitments and also with the coffee and with the sugar, one idea came up to my mind, and that's that we have the connection of these things like chocolate or coffee or sweets or anything else, or it can be actually many other things, also activities now what come up to my mind. But it often we have a connection and like with some activity. Like coffee for me means a calm, nice time, quiet, like relaxation. So for me, having
Mm.
drinking coffee meant in the past like being on a quiet place and relaxed. So which when I had a lot of stress before, it was like a relaxation time while drinking coffee. And I think I had the same or similar emotions with desserts or with sugar and chocolate in the past, that I have this connection, I had this connection from my childhood, that everything is okay, everything is perfect when I'm
Mm.
eating the chocolate. Did you have something like this with the desserts or with the sugar?
Yeah, sure. Sure, that's the same for everybody, I think.
Hmm.
It's neuronal links we made
Yeah.
when we were younger, and it's just about changing it. You have this link, but you can change the things you link to it. Like for me, it was really starting the day with a coffee.
Hmm.
Now it's starting the day with a glass of water.
Hmm. Oh, well done.
It's it's not for now. I still don't like it, but I know that if I do it again, then that will be something necessary for me.
Mhm.
And we all have this kind of synaptic connections to to emotions, to food, emotions to drinks, and etc. But yeah, it's not easy. It's not easy to remove it, to change it. Like when I am with friends and it's 6 p.m., then I get one beer because okay, it could be like when I am with friends and it's 6 p.m., I can take one sparkling water with lemon, and it's still an amazing moment. It's quite hard to switch from beer to sparkling water, or from coffee to a glass of water. But I think that if you if I do it every day, at one moment it will become an evidence. I didn't like coffee when I was young.
Yeah.
Then I liked coffee with sugar, and then coffee without sugar. And from now, if you put some sugar in my coffee, I won't drink it at all because I hate that. But I don't know, maybe 20 years ago, I was eating it. I was drinking it only with sugar.
Yeah.
So it can move. It can switch. You can switch.
Yeah, absolutely. You said it very nicely. And thank you for sharing this brilliant, and also what you shared before, that for you it's important, and I think this is the key, to start with why do I want to change it, and then you are asking during the process, when you are having, for example, when you are sitting with your friends in a restaurant and they are ordering desserts, and you are asking yourself, quite in quiet mind, if it's important for you, how you will feel. So I think this is the key, actually, what you share, what would help many people.
It's all about consciousness for sure.
Yeah.
And if people are listening to us and say, well, blah, 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 I'm not coffee addict. I'm not a coffee addict. I just enjoy it. Try it. Try 1 week without coffee.
Yeah.
I was sure I was not a coffee addict. I was sure about it. Quitting coffee was harder than quitting sugar for me as a pastry chef.
Mhm.
Because sugar, you can replace it with fruits. It was not all sugar, it was added sugar. So you can replace it with, I don't know, like apple compote, or just a yogurt. Yogurt, you have lactose in your yogurt. Even if it's with no sugar, you still feel the small amount of sugar you have naturally in milk, or fruits. So it's quite easy to replace, to avoid this sugar frustration.
Mhm.
You have nothing that replaces coffee. Nothing. Like, you can try some other drinks. It's not smelling coffee.
Mm.
And I didn't want to drink coffee without caffeine because it's like cheating, you know. So for me, it was just okay. Can I really avoid the taste, the way I love this taste of coffee, and that was harder than sugar for me. But I was not addict. Sure, I promise.
Very good that you did it.
So
Nobody.
yeah, just
Amazing, congratulations.
if you that people that say I am not addict but I don't want to kids, guys, if you're not addict, just try it for the
Yeah.
challenge.
I,
You will see.
I tried this challenge after Tony Robbins, to quit, not sugar. Sugar was now for the like real for real, for the first time, but I quit coffee, and I
Mm.
exchange it to the plant-based, something like coffee. It's not coffee, but it is brown. It has a brown color. So when I was drinking it, you just pour it with water, or you can add there a little bit of milk. You have or I had a feeling that I was drinking coffee, even it was not. So
Yeah, it's I don't know the word in English, but in France I
uh
think it's ricoré,
maybe.
ricoré in France, but I
Okay.
I don't get it.
I will Google
Oh,
it.
uh, uh, chicory.
Ah, chicory.
Uh,
Okay.
I think it's that.
Great. Good. Well, I forgot now the name of this. I have it at home still. If I want to change to the
Yes.
so I have it. I have it at.
If you want to share it to your audience, you just can just put your
Yeah.
the name of this plant in Czech or in English to
Yeah.
to help people that want to stop to quit coffee. You know.
Yeah, but it helped me that it was really brown, and actually the flavor is nice. So you will like it. I believe that it's very soft, and
I tried it. I tried it already, and yeah, I like it as well.
I'm happy. And congratulations that you really stick to your commitments, and you really achieved those 30 days and other commitments you made to yourself. And it's truly remarkable what you are doing and what you did, because I believe that it supports your inner strength when you are when you do the commitments, and it supports your inner self.
Mm. Yes, thank you. And one word about if you fuck up with your commitment, it's not that dramatic. It's not a drama. Like I did my 30 days, and well, during my 30 days, I bought some stuff in the supermarket. It was like some creamy vegetables to make some dips, and I didn't read the ingredients because I was like, it's vegetables, so there is no sugar. Of course, there is sugar in these kind of things. So I was with friends, and one of my friends tried it and said, "Oh, it's very sweet." And she looked at the ingredients, and there was sugar. And I was like, "Oh shit! I ate it during the evening, so I fucked up with my commitments." But that was not about not eating sugar at all. It was about, okay, now I know that there is sugar in it. I won't take it anymore.
Yeah.
And the second thing that was after my commitments. After my commitment, I was like, okay, I will slow down these kind of things like sweets and coffee. And one day, I was a jury in a pastry competition, and I choose to taste all the desserts.
Yeah.
And this day I was like, okay, then I fucked up with the desserts. I can take 2 or 3 coffees as well. It's not important. And at the end, I was with friends, and I took 2 beers because, well, fucked for fucked. Anyway. And the day after, I felt guilty about it. So I decided to take 1 more month of commitment, not to punish myself, but because I enjoyed it the first time. So it's not about feeling guilty or stuff like that. It's just we are human. We are not perfect, and we will never be. So I fucked up, and at this moment I was able to choose to continue my old life, to just say, okay, I fucked up, but I will do my best to go, or to take 1 new month of commitment. And that, for me, that I know that the only thing that works for me is to challenge myself once more, not to punish myself, but to show to myself that I am the, how to say, I am the chief. My addictions are not my I don't know, my the things that push me to eat more sugar or drink more coffee are not the chief. I am the one who allow them to come maybe one day, and it's okay. But I am also the one who can say, I don't want you anymore for 1 day, 1 week, 1 year, I don't know. So it's only about being the chief of our own life. That's all.
Thank you for amazing examples and or amazing tips what you have just mentioned, because the feeling, well, when we feel guilty, it doesn't create really positive emotions, positive energy, and it gives us down with how we feel about ourselves. And what you mentioned, the punishing. I believe I did it also in the past. That well, we punish ourselves. We drown ourselves down. And you have mentioned also that I am the chief. I'm the leader. I can decide when I will eat the chocolate or the sugar. That's also really brilliant.
It's not about punishing ourselves. It's not working that way.
Yeah, yeah,
And I didn't commit one more month to punish myself.
yeah,
I did it because I enjoyed it and I
yeah, yeah, yeah.
want to feel it again. And feeling guilty, everybody feels guilty. Me the first, but it never helped me. Never,
Yeah.
ever.
Super, super. That you. I think the realization that it made you feel guilty, and that it's not about feeling guilty, but okay, I stepped out. I made a I chose to eat sugar today, and tomorrow I will continue not to eat sugar. It's about the decision making, and we are not the victims. We are the leaders of our life, the captain.
Yes, I didn't feel great eating all this sugar. I didn't really enjoy it, and that the day after, I didn't really feel great. So it was not like I was not feeling great because I was guilty. I was guilty. It was just I didn't feel great inside of me.
Yeah.
It was not. I was not on a high energy. I was not happy. So I said, okay, it didn't get me anything, so I will not do it anymore. That's all. It's not about guilt.
Mehdi, would you share with us some easy recipe without sugar? What like easy, really easy recipe, like for example pancakes or something like this? What we
Yes,
all can do at home?
yes, sure. I have one cocoa cake, very easy to make. You mix well for a family, you can do it with 4 eggs.
Mm-hmm.
So 4 eggs, 2 bananas, 70 grams of flour.
Uh-huh.
Could be wool flour,
Mm-hmm.
not white flour. Uh, 10 grams of baking powder,
Uh-huh.
and let me remind. I think it's 10 grams of cocoa powder with no sugar, and you just mix all together.
Love it.
You
So,
mix all together, you put it in your oven, 170 degrees for half an hour, and
oh,
that's perfect cake.
I will bake it at the weekend next weekend.
And it's even better the day after if you can wait one day. It's hard to wait, but if you can wait one day, it's even better the day after.
Oh, thank you for this amazing recipe. I believe that
You're
everybody who
welcome.
has just listened to this recipe or will listen to this recipe, they will just love it. I have now special questions for you. Are you ready? Like
Sure,
quick questions.
sure,
So,
yes.
what brings you the greatest joy in your life?
Oh, hiking in mountains.
That's good. What do you do? Well, how do you what do you do to prevent stress and exhaustion?
Sleep well.
Oh, good. And how many hours a day do you sleep?
I try to sleep at least 7 or 8 hours.
That's good. And how does your daily routine look like in the morning?
Well, from Spain, I wake up much earlier than before.
Me too.
Before I was like I was like going to bed at 1 a.m. and I was waking up at 8.
Uh-huh.
Now I go to bed at 9:30 or 20, 10 p.m. and I wake up at 6. I start with our body wake up.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
still do it for half an hour, so it's like yoga and moves. Then breakfast, shower breakfast with the pancake.
Mhm.
It's the no added pancake is almost the same than the cocoa cake I gave you. Um, After that, I work, until midday. I quite often work at home, so then after that I cook with my wife or she cooks, depends. A little nap, I love it. Not every day, but when I feel tired, I can have a half an hour nap. And then I work again. I go to walk, not every day, but could be my next commitment. And yeah, and then eating for the dinner and enjoying the evening.
Amazing. Because your wife was also in Spain, do you exercise in the
Yes,
morning together, like a romantic
yes,
exercise? Do you? Amazing,
yes,
amazing.
yes, yes, yes. We do like every morning. We wake up at 6. We do one half an hour of the daily uh, body wake up.
Perfect.
Then the oh, I have commitments in my mind, but not the commitment, the declarations
Yes,
every
yeah.
morning,
Uh-huh.
and then after we start with breakfast, etc.
Perfect. Awesome, awesome, really
And
awesome.
she had one commitment I choose to not follow, is to write every morning about her learnings and her um, frustrations of the day before. That's amazing.
Yeah, that's very nice. Especially the positive sides, what happened the day. I think it supports also the energy and how we feel about the next day.
Yeah.
Do you have any life motto which you like?
Uh, few of them. One of them is I don't know what I don't know.
Uh-huh. Good.
I love it.
Uh-huh.
Like, stop making assumptions about things. I don't know what I don't know. So if I want to know, I just have to do it. And if I don't want to know, I just don't do it. But that's all. It's very simple, but it's very strong.
Yeah. It is much stronger than it sounds. Absolutely. It's much deeper. Do you prefer sea or the mountains?
Mountains.
Hmm. When you would have in front of you on the table the best dessert or delicious coffee, what would you choose?
Best desserts.
Uh-huh.
I'm a pastry chef.
Yes, yes. That was why I was curious about this. What's your favorite color?
Green.
Uh-huh. What inspired you the most recently? Like anything, like movie, food, nature, trip.
The day we spent in Spain.
Oh
The
yeah,
days we spent in Spain.
yeah, me too.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Um, okay, because we are speaking already 1 hour and 17 minutes. It's amazing. Do you have anything you would like to share with our audience, with the viewers, with ladies and gentlemen?
Yes, I speak a lot.
Oh,
Sorry for that.
no, 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 no,
No,
no. It's perfect.
no, just no, no. It was a joke. Yeah, I would like to say, if you want to do something, just do it.
Mhm.
Just do it, and then you will see, and you will always be able to go back to your previous life. For me right now, if I want to go back to my life, I learned so many things as a company owner. I did so many different jobs that my value right now on the market is much higher than the one I had 10 years ago. So do whatever you want, and you don't know what will happen, but it will be amazing anyway, and you will learn from it. And we are made to learn from our birth to our death. It's not stopping when we stop school. We learn every day, and we need it as human beings. So do it.
Mehdi, thank you so much for being here. I'm really
Thank you so
for
much for
this
inviting me.
amazing interview or talk. It's and amazing your tips and view. It was truly inspiring. Thank you.
Thank you so much. And if anyone want to share something with me, just write to me on Instagram, and I would love to read you and to reply to you.
I will leave
Thank you, Jana.
the website and your Instagram account so you can follow Mehdi on his social media accounts and have a look at his amazing programs and recipes, amazing recipes. So, ladies and
Thank
gentlemen,
you so much.
or you heard amazing pastry chef Mehdi. Thank you for your time and that you watched this episode. And I will be looking forward to seeing you next time. Have a wonderful day.